and they will feel the pull towards you when you let go of all the BS and the stories around love. The unfolding already started to happen, even though she wasn't seeing evidence. I've shared so many stories of proof of how it may appear that nothing is happening at all. From a 3D perspective, there is radio silence, crickets. But I want to share something that one of my clients shared with me yesterday that for me was so touching and sweet. She learned that her mirror soul, who she hadn't heard from in over 4 years, she learned something of what was going on with him while she was, doing whatever she was doing. If you want more in-depth videos of the kind of practical tips, how to do this and that, how to apply this, the things to do in the morning, throughout the day, having a healthy lifestyle, things related to mental diet, handling waivers versus handling triggers, doing revision. There is a library of years and years of those kinds of videos. I teach through example. I also teach through narrating stories of my clients' success. In every single video, if you truly listen without confusion, without letting your fear or your ego kind of close yourself off to hearing what you need to hear, you can see a pattern, and you just kind of take notes and apply. Okay. So there's a ton of very helpful videos explaining exactly how to do this. But today's video is just to share what my client shared with me. So before I get further into this, if you do love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything related to your true love, email a short story or description rather to kim@coreunion.com. Go to the website, coreunion.com. You can either book a single session or a package. So again, my client hadn't heard from her mirror soul in over 4 years. 2 weeks ago, out of nowhere, she ended up hearing from him. And a little bit of the backstory. Back, years back, she saw evidence that made her feel that he actually wouldn't be able to be a provider. So fast forward now. He explained to her that it's been a few years that he has been bettering himself, trying as hard as he can. He explained how he's gone through a lot of painful experiences while they were apart. He ended up feeling taken advantage of in some ways financially in a third party situation. He felt that in some ways he was trapped in his situation, in his circumstance. He's in kind of a roommate situation with somebody who had a child with him, but they're not like together in a relationship. They're not like together. So in a lot of ways, he's not choosing himself, and he's not really loving himself and knowing his own value and worth. And he's staying in something that isn't really what he wants. Now, she had him blocked, and he's not on social media at all. A lot of times you guys get caught up in that. Like, how is he supposed to find me? He will find a way to find you, or she will find a way to find you, or they will find a way to find you. Okay. Your love is so powerful when you actually know that and know who you are in your reality, that no matter what mountain there is to climb, no matter how, if it's an ocean between you, they will find you and they will feel the pull towards you when you let go of all the BS and the stories around love that was projected onto your person. So anyway, she did choose to do some shadow work. And I know some of you guys are like, I shouldn't have to do shadow work. I shouldn't have to do that. That's a limiting belief. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be fully healed. You can still be human and still have your feelings. But if you're seeing life through the lens of something that happened that was very toxic or abusive or painful with exes or things growing up, yes, you do need to release that and let it go. That doesn't equate to you having to do years and years and years of ongoing shadow work. Sometimes people get trapped in that cycle. But it is important to see what got brought up, then detach the emotions of this from your person, go inward, give yourself love, and then go back and do revision with the root causes of these things. So she chose to do some shadow work. She's on LinkedIn for her career, right? She would never expect anything with her mirror soul, but she was inspired. She was literally in flow and she was guided to go on LinkedIn. And she didn't realize that with the premium membership, which she upgraded herself to, she suddenly could see who was looking at her profile. And she saw that 2 months prior, her mirror soul had reached out to her on LinkedIn. She went back in her journal to go back and see, and two and two together, it's right when she truly released through the shadow work that she did. Okay. So that was her bridge of events. But anyway, so now back to him. He explained to her how, first he said how he went through all this painful stuff. He went through some depression. He was very sad. He missed her a lot. He even tried to reach out to her for a couple of years. And when he saw that he was blocked, even though he kept persisting and kept trying, he was blocked. He said it actually put him further and further into a state of depression, which that really made my heart feel so much compassion for both of them when he shared that. At first, when he came in, so she responded to it, she accepted the invitation or whatever, they started communicating. And at first, all he said was, "You're really hard to track down. And I hope everything is going well for you and you're getting everything that you deserve in your life." Now, she stayed neutral in this, not like she let herself feel her feelings, but she didn't get in her feelings because he wasn't just coming right out and saying, "I love you, I miss you, I want you." He came in and he basically said, "You were really hard to track down." Now, she didn't know this yet, what I just shared, that he told her that for a couple of years he was wanting to be, wanting to reach out, but he got depressed. He was sad. They ended up talking on the phone for a couple of hours. This was again 2 weeks ago. Since the 2 weeks ago, their communication not only has increased, but they're talking to each other consistently. He's told her how much he loves her and has always wanted to be with her and still wants to be with her. He wants to plan their life together. She actually hasn't said, "I love you" back, even though she truly, deeply, obviously loves him. She has told him, "I care very much, very deeply for you," but she actually wants to say, "I love you" when they are in person together. She also told him that since it's been 4 years since they've communicated, she would like to spend time together and actually get to know each other. She wants to experience him pursuing her, courting her, and going on dates. That doesn't mean that she doesn't want to be with him. She knows that she wants to be with him. He knows that it's been clear between them. They both know that they deeply love each other and that they want to life together, but she actually wants to take it slow. And he wants the exact same thing. She's not threatened by this. This is actually what she wants because she wants to do this in a healthy way and she has complete trust in him. Okay, the reason why I wanted to share this and how powerful it was is that way back when we first started working together, the unfolding already started to happen, even though she wasn't seeing evidence that while she was maybe going through painful things, he was too. And while she was wanting to communicate, he was wanting to communicate with her too. But she was keeping that kind of fortress up, protecting herself from him. I love you so much. Claim this message below. Affirm, I know that I am the I am awareness in my reality. All of my desires already exist. Me and my true love each other deeply. Our life together is harmonious, stable, and secure. Obviously, if you need me, just reach out. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.